What's going on, people? So, if you've been following along, you may have picked up that I've done a couple videos today. This is the third one and the final one, unless you count the on feet portion of that first one. Then it's kind of like recording 4 videos in a sense, but you're only going to see 3 uploads, so, call it however you want to. I don't really care. Either way, got a box here. This one comes from Pro Wrestling Tees. It's one of those things that I bought some number of months ago, completely forgot about, and then they're like, hey, your order has shipped. And I tell you, I get caught off guard by that type of email, like, all the time. Like, they're always happening. But either way, so this time around, what we have going on right here in front of us, people, see that? I'll have to get some pictures and stuff to make sure you get those close-ups. Is this upside down or is it just me? Yeah, it's kind of upside down. Whatever. So, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, and as you see, is out there, and then we'll turn this back around. So, Brian Myers, Matt Cardona, I'm sure a lot of you guys remember them. You know, the whole Curt Hawkins, Zack Ryder thing, right? Maybe? Yeah, of course you do. Either way, so they did a little box, almost like the pro wrestling crates in a sense, and I wanted to see what it was going to be all about, so I bought one. And then it eventually showed up, and so now here we are. So, okay, wow. So that, I wasn't even showing you the top. This is the actual top. This is a very nice box, I gotta say, as far as the printing and presentation and all that goes. But yeah, so this is the top of the box. I don't know. You would think as many boxes that I open, I'd be able to find the top of a box, no problem. And to say that I can't makes me feel bad. So, whatever, dude. Let's go see what's in here, right? So, first up, got a shirt, almost reminiscent of my pro wrestling crate unboxings. So, there you go. You're getting the first glimpse. I'm going to turn this around so I can see what it is. And this is a limited edition Stomping Paradise Micro Brawler shirt. So, I believe I do have both of these figures from the pro wrestling crates over the years. So, that's pretty cool. I do like the shirts that they've started doing, though this is the first one that I have ordered. And as usual, you get that fancy Pro Wrestling Tees quality, so that's always an awesome thing. I bought a lot of their shirts because of that reason. I bought this shirt from there, actually. So, up next, these two kind of go together, but we'll show them one at a time. So, first up, you have him, you have Matt Cardona, then you have his cohort here, you have Curt Hawkins, or Brian Myers as he is nowadays. So there's that for you. I kind of paused. I'm trying to remember to get the names right and all that good stuff. But, it's just one of those things. So there's just 2 of those side by side so you can kind of get a good idea of what they look like, because you like to display these 2 together. That's just the thing that makes sense to me. Set those here so I can keep this stuff together. Up next, you have a pair of socks, Super Kicks socks, right? So you have the smart mark on here. So I'm not familiar with the character, but I do kind of like the socks. The only thing that sucks about like cool socks like this is like, since I only wear pants, like no one will ever see them unless I'm wearing like my Element 87s or something, or maybe those React 270s or 270 Reacts as it is. Because otherwise, like, you're just not gonna see the sock, Up next, we have the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast referee. So there's that. Go ahead and flip that on around for you. Get the back end there for you. So, limited edition, of course. And yet another. This one is a Macho Man figure. So that's like the 3rd Macho Man figure I've unboxed today. And then checking out the back side there. That's what's going on for you. So, cool. It's got the little macho across the glasses and all this stuff, or the shades, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, so far, this, I gotta say, things are looking pretty good here. And then you have the Swoggle right there. He was also in one of those Rob Zombie movies recently. Free from Hell, yeah. So, either way, you got him going on. I forget what that is a reference to, but like, I remember him being naked somewhere for some odd reason. And so, here he is again, not being clothed. And he also doesn't have toes or feet. So that's unfortunate, So there's that. And then last but not least, you have the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast legend, Live 6 Baltimore 2020. And there he is again. So you got that. And so that concludes what's in the box. As you can see, now it's empty. I gotta say though, I don't remember what I paid for it, but I would imagine it was probably in line with like your standard crate box. But personal opinion, I would say that it would be worth it if anybody is looking at buying the next one that they do, because I assume that this one's going to go over well with the crowd and that there will be another one. So keep your eyes peeled to whatever they're doing, and then you'll know for sure when that happens, if that happens, which again, it probably will. So that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I need to record and on. Is the sun coming? Like, it's like 7. Okay, it's 6, but like now the sun comes out. It's been like dreary in England looking all day here. Either way, that doesn't matter to you. Unless you live in Hampton. If you do, then it might matter to you somewhat. Later, people.